Hi, Azul Skeyes here. Welcome to my channel and thanks so much for visiting me today. With this channel, I wanted to share with you some of the things that I have changed and done this year, my journey since this whole situation that has happened since March. It changed my perspective and so many things that I do differently now. And I looked out the window the other day from my bedroom and I looked out the backyard and I was just so grateful to the Lord and so happy of how much it has changed and so much joy that it's brought to my life. And I just wanted to share that with you. I want to share with you my journey of how it came to happen when I was not a green thumb kind of person, and you wouldn't believe that, with the corn back there, the cowpeas, flowers, hanging baskets, have a drip system going there. I mean, that was not like me at all, you know, but thank the Lord. There's certain things, certain blessings happen, and certain things happen for a reason, and it's changed my perspective a lot. I guess one of the main things that made me do this, it wasn't planned, and I certainly didn't know where I would end up, as we usually never know, and that's usually the best part. That's usually the most fun, right? So I was ordering groceries online because we had the stay-at-home order, and I was being rationed with certain things that I could order. Now we were able to order a bunch of rice and beans just in case, because we had no idea how long we had to stay at home and all that kind of stuff, right? So it got me to thinking, and in your subconscious, you know, as a mom, you're constantly thinking. So the time went on and April passed, and then since we're spending more time at home, I looked at the backyard a lot, and we would sit out, and it just wasn't fun out here. It didn't look pretty, and it just looked dead. So we started doing some planting. We got some stuff from the local nursery. We started just with 3 plants. One of them died, and we did a rock garden, which was awesome because it was a place to harbor mosquitoes and larvae and stuff like that, and it would smell. Quite frankly, honestly, it would just smell because it would hold stagnant water because it's uneven. So we leveled it out. We added a pebble farm, or pebble rock garden. And I'll add some pictures to that or show you a video later to come. But the purposes for this video is to let you know things that you can do and that it can happen and you can do it. Even if it's just from seed, you don't have to start with a whole lot of money, because I know we're all budgeting now, at least most of us are. You can start with a few seeds here and there. You can probably do trades if you have extra seeds with people online. And you can buy seed packets for $1. You know, just have patience and just know that you can do it. It just starts with something. Like for me, it started with the rock garden. I was cutting my son's hair because we couldn't go to the salon, you know, and it just looked terrible and it was smelly, and I was like, I can't have my kids running around in this, you know. Before, we would just run to the park or we'd go camping, and you know, you kind of ignore what you have to do, right? That you escape. So there was nowhere else to escape. You're in your home. So we fixed that. It's a lot of work, oh my goodness. But it's fun because it's productive and you're doing something for you and your family. So we did cement. We did the whole thing. We did the cement. We leveled it out with sand. We moved from that to painting chairs. These chairs are really special to us, and I'll show those in a video later. Those chairs were made for my grandfather. My grandfather made them. He's since passed, but we hadn't painted them, and they were just gray and white and not very pretty to look at. So we painted them with some happy colors, blues and reds, and things that would just make us happy. Nothing that would have to, not anything that would necessarily have to coordinate so beautifully and have the color of the year, the Pantone color of the year. Just stuff that would make me happy. That was my goal. So we did the painting, and then from there we said, hey, let's get some plants. So we got some plants. We bought 3 of them. We got a gardenia, hibiscus, and a bougainvillea. The gardenia didn't make it, and it's all a learning process. I learned why it didn't make it. You need more acidic soil. And with that, I didn't know I was in a certain zone. I'm in zone 9A. It's very hot here in the summer. In the shade, it's 99. In the sun, it's 124. This week, we've been having really nice weather, though, by the way. Ooh, it's starting to get a little bit hot right now. But we've been waking up to like 50-degree weather, which is totally welcomed. And so we have a good growing season still for this month. We have a good season ahead of us. Currently, most of my crops are in their 2nd month. Right back there, we have corn and cowpeas, and I should be harvesting some of those things this month. So it'll be exciting, if anything, for you to see the growth of the garden and see how it comes to play and how it just all plays out. and just to know that you can do it, and that you just got to start from somewhere. Like, I had no idea that painting the chairs or doing that rock garden, you know, to make it a safer place for my children, that I was going to start planting roses and figuring out the diseases, the soil types, the kind of beds that I wanted to plant. If I was going to do in-ground planting for my vegetables, what kind of vegetables should I grow for the summer? What's viable for going into winter now? The kind of soil, or did I already say that? The kind of soil to choose, how to amend it, what is perlite, the fertilizer, drip system, because it's so much stuff to water. Like, I was spending 2 or 3 hours a day watering. And I just wanted to share with you my journey and let you know, and hopefully inspire you and maybe answer some of your questions. I'm a very newbie gardener. I just started, like I said, this year, mentally preparing, like in March, trying to absorb everything that was going on. In May, I started planting my first plants from the nursery. I planted my first seeds in July. Those were zinnia seeds, and that's a great ego booster because they grew, and they said they would. A lot of YouTubers said those are the easiest things to plant, and you know, you're gonna do great. And thank God it did. And that helped me move on to the next thing, which were vegetables. My first vegetables I planted in the garden were in August. And the rustic garden, I've learned so much from Gary Kilpatrick. He's like, keep a journal, and I certainly did. And my first journal entry for the things that I planted in the ground was August, and I'll show you here's my, I really did keep the journal. So I planted some on I put some on a heat mat, and we can talk about that later on in my channel in the series to come. The first germinated seeds, I put things that I'm doing, potatoes. I had a first potato fail. Just, you know, you want to put everything on there. Your compost tea, how many times you fertilized, when you fertilized it, you know, the notes that are important to your garden, to you and your garden. And then things that I did indoors. My first things that I did plant were cowpeas, green squash, spaghetti squash, beets, and corn. So this is super important because you either want to replicate that for next year or make it better. So there's just so many things I'm just so excited about, and so grateful to the Lord that He's expanded my horizons and broadened my mind, not to be so confined to doing things one way, and just to give me a certain peace and joy to my heart, that it gives me inspiration to wake up every morning and do something different, and to be just more productive. And actually, you know, you move around more. If anything, you know, you get sunlight, you get vitamin D, and it just makes you an overall happier person, especially in the way things are going. And you know, we need a little bit of flowers in our life, and look at the butterflies and just enjoy life. So hopefully you enjoy the journey with me and grow with me. So look forward to seeing you later, and hopefully I can be of some assistance to you. If you have any questions or like to see something, go ahead and let me know in the comments down below. I'm very new at this, so please bear with me. I'm not affiliated with anybody. Like I said, I just want to let you know that you can start making yourself happy. Just think of something that you want to do in your backyard. If you want to plant something and you want to paint something, just go out there and do it. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just start it. Just get it done. Alrighty, so see you next time. Hope you're joining with me next time. Bye-bye.